بسم الله والابن الروح القدس إله واحد أمين. Make us words to pray. Thank for our Father who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done. In Christ Jesus. Yeah.
Anybody could ask any question freely without recording. I'm here to answer questions. I'm not going to start a topic. How old are the kids? Because motivation starts when they go to elementary school. Because this is the phase of number 6. كم واحد كان مش Okay. In the elementary, we have to find the skills of my children and encourage them, because this is the age between 6 and 12, the age of inferiority complexes and comparing one to another. So I have to find something good in my child and encourage him in that direction. And I tell him it is utterly wrong if I compare myself to others, because God granted everybody with different skills. Nobody has all the skills. So you have to find something good in your child and start encouraging and motivating them. And as I told you, comparing themselves to others will equal low self-esteem and inferiority complexes. This is the way. I've answered for that question. Yeah. How to encourage them? If he likes sports, I will allow him to go to the kind of sport which is suitable for him. Music is the same. Fine arts, the same. Academics, I will help him even by tutoring. So I will do whatever to encourage and motivate my child according to his or her own talents. Yes, you wanted to ask a question? Usually, it is very clear. There's nothing talent which is hidden. It's known. Even the brother and sister will know. And if you talk to him, you'll find he likes, say, to read. He likes to play something, but not computer games. Yeah. Sport, I mean. Someone likes to draw. Some sculptors. And at least be away from talents which will be encouraged by the net. Yani, most of the time, put them in any kind of sport. في individual sport like tennis, وفي group like soccer مثلا يعني. المارtial arts is very important, especially if the child has ADD, some attention problem. It's important the discipline they take in the martial art, like taekwondo. And the more he will take different kind of belt, the way he's motivated and encouraged. It is kind of self-defense sport. Even if he's not showing any talent, take them to taekwondo. And it will help you in the process of parenting, because he will listen. Sometimes you ask them, what is the birthday of your mother? What is the birthday, say, of your dad? And if they know, they gratify them because they are aware of the family. And it is total obedience to the master. So they teach them how to follow rules. I like that kind of sports. We teach them a lot. After they will finish and take even black belts, and two of my grandchildren, at ages 6 and 7, they have black belts. After that, one of them started soccer. They go to clubs and tournament all over the country, go from one place to another. We're age 13 now. The other is tennis player. So it depends on if you involve them in sports, it takes them most of their time and something edifying, build up something inside them. Especially, I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. They feel a low self-esteem will start to change. But it's important. Sport in general is important for the children. But if I leave them without excelling in whatever, they will feel bad about themselves. Okay, another question. Without what? It depends how old are the kids. If I start with them when they are young, then they will get used to pray. But if I start when they are teenager, it's hard. That's why you inserted the word forcing. Forcing is not with young children, because you will pray with them. You will read with them a Bible story, and then you pray with them. Then they will get used. When you go to sleep, they know there's a certain ritual. You will go to the bathroom, they wash the face, they take a shower, then you read for them, then you pray, and then they will sleep. This is we call it, this is the sleep time, and everybody is trained to go through certain rituals before they sleep. And this will continue with them. It is, train up a child in the way he should be, and when he will grow older, he will not depart from it. So it's especially start when they're very young. And you don't force them, because it will become a habit with them. They will feel bad even if they don't pray. Something wrong might happen. And we teach them that before they go to sleep, Mama al-Adra or Baba Jesus is around, few icons around them. Some of them, maybe they fear the presence of angels with them in the room. But we tell them that you have a guardian angel which will protect you anywhere you go. Because most children, they have certain kind of fears depending on their age. And we have to know what kind of fears. Some develop fears from their friends in the daycare or the school. They tell them about something most probably wrong. And when they reach age 7 to 9, they fear the death of their parents. What will happen if my dad or my mom die? Where to go? And it's important to comfort them and tell them where to go. Give them phone numbers to keep it with them. Tell them, but we are here with you. But this is normal. It's normal, common fears for children.
When
Yes? can be asking spiritual growth. And what for a child, how do you train them about spirituality other than Bible stories, which depend on the age. Different age, they have different Bible till adolescent. And prayer and preparing them for the church. When they are young, preparing them for the church the day before. Explain what will happen exactly in the church at the time of communion. What will happen? So they will go and they are aware what will happen. And in the beginning, somebody will go to them, whether they are boys or girls, and stand in line. After a few times, he or she will do it by herself or himself. وبعدين يعني Abouna, relationship with Abouna. Confessing to Abouna start in elementary, not before 6. And Abouna will tell them certain questions, very easy questions. And do you love mama? Do you love dad? Do you love your brother, your sister? Do you read the Bible? Do you pray? And he will say yes, 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 but they will get used to Abouna, talking to Abouna. And then this is the way how he will develop also the routine of going for confession and taking communion. Usually we have to exclude ADHD. We have to exclude that this young child has attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Because some of them, they are not hyperactive. And some are hyperactive without attention deficit. But if they are ADHD, they have to take medication. This is the only way. And they take medication all the year round, especially the weekends when they come to church. And most of those kids, and we tell them they are naughty, shu'ay, it happened to be ADHD, not recognized. It helped them a lot when they take the medication. They are able. Yes. If they don't behave in school because they fear the rules of discipline in the school. Sunday school classes, we don't have rules. They don't fear to break any rules because there are no rules. In classroom, in the school, they spend the first 2 weeks learning about rules, the rules which you have to follow. I wish in every Sunday school, there were a few rules to be followed. And they know about it from the beginning. And you send to the parents copy of these rules. So it will be like any other school. If he fears breaking the rules in the school, why not? Because here is a church, and God himself is the house of God. And the house of God, there are certain rules also. Nothing wrong to have rules in Sunday school and in the church and in going to the altar, to the sanctuary. There's a few rules. There has to be rules. Yes. many servants in every class? Okay, one will take the child outside, go with him and talk with him, but he'll be away. Even if he is playing or acting like a clown, the class is not allowed. Why? Because we explain to them that Jesus is standing here and his angels are around us in the classroom. This is the house of the Lord. Even the bathrooms, they cannot mess up the bathroom because it's part of the house of the Lord. So they have to learn from the beginning how to love and respect Christ. In our times, they were not giving us any pictures or whatever, stickers, there was nothing like that. We go to Sunday school because we love Jesus. And in my connection, I'm going to visit Jesus in his house. And we show them the bosom of the Father and how he's ready to hug everybody here when they come to the church. We have to put them inside them the respect and the love to the owner of this house. Owner means the presence of God who is inside. So he when plays with the chairs, he cannot do it because angels are around him. So we have to spend a good time teaching children in Sunday school when they are young about the presence around them of angels and of saints. Maybe they cannot see it. And Jesus himself is in the midst. How could I do this? Unless he's sick, hyperactive. But if he fears in the school, doesn't fear Sunday school, this is our problem because we don't have rules. Consequences, you get out. He could get out of the class and stay 2 or 3 times, come to the church, and his dad or mom will come with them. But they stay outside. If you go inside, it could be 5 minutes and get out also. There has to be known that there are consequences. Is that if we are give them any present or gifts, he will not take. Because he did something wrong. We love all of them, but there has to be consequences for their behavior. You have to learn that. I said the word kick them out is not a case. I said one servant will go with him or with her and talk with them about the same topic, but one-on-one, alone. It might be a privilege. It's just one servant per child. Again, the word kick them out, Dima, I don't accept it. You mean from his home? How old is that child? 9? 9 is pre-adolescent. 9 to 12, they are getting into pre-adolescence, in which it is rebellion. And we don't parent kids who are not their parents. In 1 hour a week, we cannot parent the kids. But there has to be communication between the parents and the Sunday school servant. Every month, every 3 months, every quarter, there has to be a meeting between all the parents of that particular age, whatever age, and their servants, and I prefer in the presence of a counselor too, to answer their questions and tell them whatever going on. تعملوا كده؟ And this, outside somebody told me he got from Los Angeles, MFT, Imagine Family Therapy. Yeah, I just met outside somewhere. Oh, we have invite others. يعني في maybe counselors who are trained. ممكن كلمة counselor يعني counselor not with a counseling degree. احنا we call youth servant counselors. Maybe that one was serving for years and years youth is very able to help those in the beginning of elementary because of the experience. وفي يعني some of you as servants are يعني have long experience in dealing with children. Then they are the counselor. Maybe even if they are not teaching the same class. But you will find in the whole number of servants, you find some who are very well trained and they are patient. God granted them no عندهم كده long suffering and patience. And love too. They could show love but with assertiveness. One of those يعني experienced counselors or servants with the servants of that particular age. I remember عندنا في لوس أنجلوس بنعمل كده every quarter في meeting of the different when at the time when I was attending Sunday school. عايش معكم. طبعا يعني في focus on the family, the Christian or family life today. They have so many books about parenting and rules to be followed whether in the church or in the house. أنا يعني the house, any home, the family is raising their children with respecting the rules will be good in Sunday school. And we teach them. Before shopping, there's routine before going for shopping. There's routine before sleeping. Routine before coming to the church. We explain the night before what will happen exactly in the church, depending on their age. Some of them will sit and color. Again, mom or dad, maybe color, if their age allows that. Not everybody is hyper. Not everybody is hyperactive. But even those who are hyperactive, يعني, I don't think a real hyperactive will be يعني, a model kid in the school and not in the Sunday school. Most of hyperactive children are hyperactive everywhere, even in their home. And any hyperactive child, I have to know, is that because he is not well disciplined in his home, there's no rules followed at home, or he's sick, he needs medication. There has to be cooperation between the parents and the Sunday school servant. Most of the parents wish if their own children are well disciplined. Someone who's trained and you go with the servant of that class in visitation or meeting them here in the church. It's not a stigma if we talk to the parents and help them to set rules. And the majority of you are married. Some of you are married, are raising your children. You have to set rules for them. We help parents how to deal with the problem of their own children at home. Then if he's well disciplined at home, he will come here disciplined and love Christ and respect his place. في عندكم servants بيقعدوا في الباثروم؟ يعني I prefer يكون في servants موجودين في الباثروم. So they will learn not to mess up. Put icons in the bathroom. Icons. So they will still remember this is church. It is church. مش حرام. anathema أن أحط icons جوه الباثروم. Playing in the yard is still part of the church. You can't do whatever. بس احنا يعني servants لازم يكونوا loving, assertive and patient. لازم كده.
Thank you for your time. To recap, for those of you who missed, there's going to be a spiritual day, not this coming Sunday, the Sunday after. If you are an elementary Sunday school teacher, please go see Bishoy. If you are if you're a middle school teacher, please go see Bishoy. If you're elementary, please see Lydia to prepare for servants' spiritual day for the kids, not this Sunday, the Sunday after. Thank you so much for your time.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. كواير تفضلوا. فين ميري؟